morning. Welcome to Crochet with Nonna Rosanna. I'm Rosanna, and today is WIP weekend number 138. It's Friday the 13th, early in the morning, and Kitty Cat is already here beside me. So she's just been so loving lately, it's unbelievable. I hope you've had a wonderful week. I've been busy making Vlogmas videos every morning and running around doing Christmas shopping for a few of the days that, excuse me, that it's early and my throat's a little worse sounding, but I'm going to carry on because I'm going to be out shopping again today. So we had a wonderful time with my dad last weekend. He loved his birthday gift, and the one thing I really love about this digital frame is that it turns on in the morning and turns off at night all by itself. So Brian never has to worry about it, and the pictures just keep on coming. And I've already sent him a few, and he loves that. It makes a little dinging sound when he gets a new picture. So he's really happy with his gift. And he came over this week. He was on his way to pick up some medication at the drugstore. And he popped in and we had a nice afternoon. We just sat and chat, and I was crocheting a little bit, and we were just chatting away. So he's doing okay. It's been a tough year, but we all try and keep each other entertained and happy. This sweater, I made it with, it's a Karen cake with the fuzzy fuzzies that stick out. It's been washed several times, but when I made it, I had just started crocheting. It was my first sweater I'd ever made, and it has stretched. It's almost down to my knees. So I may pull it out one day and make a smaller sweater because, like, the sleeves are this long now. And I said it's down to my knees. I have little kitty cat wanting attention here again. But if I put her on my lap, she'll probably just take off. There we go. So, yeah, the week has been busy. So we started off last weekend with my dad's birthday dinner. And then this week was Colin's son's birthday. And we took him out for dinner, him and his girlfriend, and had a great time. And I have been, talking about Christmas gifts and when I'm getting the kids and everything. And we were just talking at dinner, and Diana goes, "Oh yeah, I knew that was. I saw it on your video," and I thought, "Uh-oh, has she seen what we're getting everybody, or know what we're getting everybody?" So, but I was really shocked and surprised to see that she did watch my video. She goes, whenever she can, she'll put one on and listen to it. So I thought that was really sweet of her. Are you biting me? She's giving me love nips here. What else did I do? Yeah, just went out shopping, trying to get last minute gifts. I went to Toys R Us, got some toys for the kids, ordered more toys on Amazon. So I think we're done. So our weekend is clear. So I think Saturday what we're going to do is we're going to bring all the gifts down, sort them into piles, make sure we have an even amount of gifts for each of our kids and our grandkids. Got cat fur flying around. So that's our plans this weekend, and then we'll probably start. Okay, we'll probably start wrapping gifts this weekend also. Other than that, I don't think we have any plans. Oh, yes, we do. It's my mother-in-law Margaret's birthday on the weekend, and we're taking her out, and we're taking her to Swiss Chalet, which is a chicken restaurant here in Canada, and Margaret loves it, so that's where she wanted to go. We thought we could take her somewhere fancier, but and it's not too bad because it's only about 15 minutes away from the seniors' home, so it's a quick drive, and it's it is tough getting her in and out of the car and collapsing the wheelchair and unfolding it, but Colin and I will both be there, and it's so funny. Last time I was with her, she was telling me that she loves going out with me because she's so relaxed, but when Colin gets her out, she gets agitated. I started laughing. We do exactly the same thing. I guess when it's your son and your daughter-in-law, it's different. We can do the exact same thing, and I get praised. Colin does it, and something is not right. So dinner, but it'll be an early dinner. We're going to pick her up at 4 and she'll be back by 7. She wants to be home to watch the hockey game. She is a hockey fanatic. So let's get on to our WIPs this week. I have been doing the coasters. They are the Grinch coasters, and I am nearly completed them. So I'll just do this upside down. I'm not very organized. I have so much stuff on my table because of Vlogmas that I didn't want to move too much of that. So I think they are so cute, these Grinch coasters, and I know the kids will love them. So I've got 4. Oh, these are on my easel that I'm working on. I finished this one this morning, and now I'm working on this one here. It's got the plastic on it, not very many diamonds, just the greens. But they are such cute coasters, and I did get these off of Amazon. A lot of my diamond paintings I get off Amazon because they're quick, and you know, they may be $1 more than if I could order them online from China, but that $1 isn't that much of a big deal to me, so I get them on Amazon. Excuse me. I have my Christmas cup here with lipstick on because you know I don't do anything without lipstick. So there's a lipstick stain, but it's just a fa la 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 cup, and it is full. It's my second coffee while I drank my first while I was trying to get a little organized for the videos today. Oh, that is awesome. So my next WIP are my socks, and I am really pleased at how much I got done. For a knitter, it may not be that much, but for me, it is a lot of knitting. I got the heel flap completed on one sock, so it'll be like that. And it's a different stitch. It's a knit one slip for the heel flap. And I'm just going to put them back in because I don't want to lose any stitches. And on this one, I think I've got 5 more rows to do. And then I can start, I think it's called the gusset, where you join here, the heel flap to here, and you slowly decrease for the size that you need. So that's what I got done in my knitting. And I do that first thing in the morning. And I've been trying to do my Vlogmas videos first thing in the morning. So my crafting in the morning has slowed down a little bit. I am still in my jammies with my nice toasty sweater on. I love this. In the mornings, I'm always a little chilled, even though it's the same temperature in the house. And actually, it's a little warmer the closer we get. I think it starts to get warmer around 7:30 because then the house heats up so Colin can have a shower and everything when he gets out of bed. What else do I have? Oh, I did start some cross stitching. I'm not sure if I said it on my last WIP weekend or if I'm said it on Vlogmas. So this is something that I picked up from last year. It is Santa and the Snowman. So I have completed the snowman's face this week. And I'm working on the black, so I just started over here. And Santa's face is completely done, so I'll be doing the beard. But I don't think it's going to get done by Christmas, but that's fine because then I can bring it out again next year. And hopefully I'll remember to bring it out earlier so I could start it earlier and have it. But I enjoy the cross stitching. I love all arts and crafts, actually. I don't think there's one that I don't like that I don't do. So that's my cross stitching WIP. And I can't get it back. I'm trying to get everything back so that it's not a disaster because I'll be doing a Vlogmas video right after this one. So that was my cross stitch. And last week I said I was excited that I was finished all my hats and I was done. I tell a lie. I started another hat and it is in the same sparkle yarn that I made the cowl in, which you'll see in a minute. And I've decided I figured out what the stitch count was for the cowl. So I started with a brim in the multiple of that, and I'm going to make this brim about 2 inches, the ribbing, and then I'm going to do cables. And I don't know how to decrease cables, so I'm just going to go up. I'm going to make it extra long so it'll be like a floppy hat, and then I'm just going to cinch it all at the top because I have no idea how to decrease cables. So that is what I'm working on in knitting right now. And I do have some WIPs that I should get going. I've been working on a knitted blanket, I think, for almost a year now. So I definitely have to get on that. I keep saying I'm not going to start new projects, and I keep starting new projects. And then the other WIP I've been working on is my mom's memory blanket. For everyone who is new here, Mom passed away last November. And while she was in the hospital for a month, I would bring my crocheting with me. And I had some beautiful fingering yarns that I got from Aberdeen Wools. And I started making little squares. And sorry, I'm getting emotional here. While she was in the hospital, I made quite a few. So this is why I call it my mom's memory blanket. I work on it. And every time I work on it, I think of my mom. So I want to finish it, but I don't want to finish it. But I did do quite a few squares, and I do not have my ends sewn in yet, but I did some of the tan squares or creamy squares, and then a whole bunch of colored squares to go into my blanket. I have no idea what size it's going to end up. It could be a queen size bedspread by the time I'm finished, but I will I haven't even taken this out of the bag. I've just been working on the squares, and I'll try and lay it out to get a picture of it. But this is it here. And what I want this blanket for is if I have a nap in the afternoon, I would like to cover myself from my neck to my toes. So it'll probably have to be a little bit wider. And I'm just kind of putting squares in now. I ran out of the cream colored squares. So I will take a picture of this and put it in here right now for a minute or two. But I love making this. And like I said, I'm not sure if I want to finish it or not because I do think of my mom every time. But just looking at it, I just love it. So I'm not going to try and fit this back in. I'm going to hang it over this chair here. And I'll put it back in the bag again. So I am using all my Aberdeen little scrap balls to make the squares. So that's my WIPs for this week. And I am going to do my book cover inspiration now. So my book cover inspiration has been wonderful. I've been working on that. I've got quite a bit done because I don't want to have to be working on it during Christmas. So let me grab that for you. Here are the books along the top. I think there's 3 of them, and I chose the Christmas colored one. I'll just get that out. So the colors I'm using in my blanket is Erin by Red Heart. And the green, I have so many of these. I'm slowly working through them. And this is not, it's showing a little darker than it should be. But it is Ivy from Craft Smart. And the red is bright red, and it's also a Craft Smart. So those are the colors. I'm using Christmas colors, so I am making a Christmas blanket. And the pattern I chose, just get these back in here. I have to be organized or it'll be a disaster. Put that on the floor next to me. The pattern I chose is Christmas Granny Square, and it's a tutorial here on YouTube, and it's by Pora. And I just want to make sure it's the right size. So that is the square I'm making. I love it. Like I said, this is more of a Christmas green, not as dark as it's showing. There's no light outside yet, so that's why it's a little bit darker than normal. But I will take a picture once the sun rises and I edit. And when I say edit, all I do is add in the pictures. All my mistakes I leave in because it's too much work to try and clip and cut out the mistakes. And you know what? We're all human and we all make mistakes. So you get what you get from me because whatever comes out of my mouth is what you see, basically. So that is the square. And I'm really enjoying it. The colors are very Christmassy. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this as a decoration or make a wheelchair lapgan out of it, but I have enough for a wheelchair lapgan. So I have completed, and it's just the one last end I need to do. So I've been very good and diligent, and so I've completed all the squares. And all I have to do now is put it together. I think I'm going to do the continuous join, granny square join, in the cream. And then for the border, I'm going to do double crochets in the cream, single crochet in red, double crochet cream, or Aran, and one in green and red to make a tiny little stripe around the blanket. So that's my plans for my book cover inspiration. And speaking of book cover inspiration, I got lots of comments um, in my November video regarding the book cover inspiration, but I didn't get that many suggestions for books. If you could, so I'm going to put all the book in a cup and like write them down and then draw from there. If you could put your favorite book, your favorite author, a book you're reading now in the comments below. So I have more books to choose from, let's say so. And every month we'll do a book cover inspiration for colors on any item you're making. And the book I draw, I will send some stitch markers to that person. So yeah, any book, your favorite author, please, please. I like to have a wide selection so I can draw out of a cup or something the books. So I think that's it for book cover inspiration mid-month this week. And I will definitely do a January 1st video on the book cover inspiration. So that brings us to our finished items. I have a finished item that I am going to say I am so proud of. I really enjoy doing it. It's not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. As you know, I'm a new knitter. I just started knitting this year, basically. I had dabbled before, but nothing too intense. My plans are to make a sweater next year, a knitted sweater. So, like a top down. Excuse me, my throat is really dry. I'm just going to need another sip here. Sorry about that. A top-down sweater, but this I am so pleased with and I'm enjoying it. I made a knitted cowl with cables. So that's it there. I'm hoping you can see that it is a sparkle yarn and it's Big Twist from my shopping experience in Buffalo. And I had so much left, I thought, you know what? I'm making the cowl. I might as well make my daughter the hat too. So that's why I'm making the hat. But I haven't blocked it or anything. So basically, last week I was here and I completed it this week. So I haven't tied in my ends yet, but those are the cables and I was surprised how easy they were. And I think my daughter is going to love this. I can see the sparkle on my screen, so I'm hoping you can see it in yours also. And the color is just gorgeous. There we go. And I think it's called Garnet. No, Mulberry. So I love it. So I'm hoping to get the cables for the hat and then I'm just going to cinch it up at the top like this. So there we go. It'll be a little bulky, but I have no clue how to do it. But I think it'll be a great uh, accessory for Amanda. She picked out the yarn, so and I love the sparkle in it, and I will definitely be getting more of this sparkle yarn. So that is one finished item. And my second finished item, I decided at first I wasn't going to do any of my mouths that I've joined in, but I decided to do it. Judy from Judy's Crochet Gifts, I'll link her below, put this up as her inspiration for December. And I decided to go upstairs and find some yarn to join in. And what I used was this Super Saver pooling yarn in the color Still Waters. And you really can't see it, but it's got purples and greens and yellows in it and some tealy blues. So I thought it went really well with the bird. But then I lucked out again this month. I always do the movie Marquee, and it's up in this corner. And they had some of the same colors in, so I got to use one blanket for two of the mouths that I'm making. So this is the blanket here. All I did was I did some granny squares. I did 6 granny squares. I joined the granny squares, and then I just went around with granny squares. So I think it turned out really well. It's 29.5 inches wide by 40 inches long. So this fits right in for a wheelchair lap gand. So I will next week be bringing my final lap gands. I'll take a picture of all my lap gands that I've got left because I did bring them quite a few in October. So that is my blanket for this month. And the colors washing out. There we go. There's the colors there. So I lucked out, and both the mouths that I've joined were very similar colors, so I'm really pleased about that. So those were my 2 finished items, and I'm not sure how much crafting I'll be getting in the next week. We are, what's the date today? Today is the 13th, 12 days away from Christmas, and I have a lot of, oh, my little girl's back again. I have some baking to do. I'm not a big baker, but I like to make some cookies for Christmas Eve. And but I do a lot of cooking, so I have to make sauce. So that's a whole day. And then another whole day, the next day, I'll be making the meatballs because last year I cheated and I bought meatballs, and Ryan said, "Oh, these aren't as good as yours, Rosie." And I said, "I'm sorry." Last year I was just not with it after my mom's passing. So this year I'm making meatballs. So we will be having pasta and meatballs, and then a fish with salad. But a lot of people don't have fish, so I'm also doing chicken with Parmesan, mozzarella, and sauce on it. So that's what I'm doing for Christmas Eve dinner, plus the cookies, plus, all the other treats, the fruits at the end. And we open we get out the whole family together, both sides, and we open our gifts. Like, everyone opens their gifts from us. So it's a wonderful night. That way we can get both families all in together. And we've always done Christmas Eve. So it's a nice way to bring in the tradition to Colin's kids too. So I am going to end it here. I hope you have a wonderful week. I will be very busy, and I'll be making some food and some desserts, and running around doing last minute shopping. But I will have a WIP weekend next week. Not sure how much will be in it, but I will definitely be doing that. On that note, have a wonderful week. You get your WIPs done, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.